Hello, it's October. Welcome. I look a mess. Hi, welcome to October's vlog. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm sorry. I'm going to Sweden very soon, and I want to get as much of the book written as I possibly can. So that's what we're going to be doing. On my lecture yesterday, I had a goal. I said that I wanted to get 7 chapters done in the next week. I am currently on the 5th chapter out of 15, so I have I've got to say 10 and a half left to do for draft 1 to be done. I'm really wondering if I can actually get it done before going off to Sweden. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to, because if I do that, I think I'm going to get really burned out on it. But I'm going to try. I at least want to get 10 chapters done before we go to Sweden. I think that will work. I'm currently on chapter 5. It's going very well. Last few days it's just literally been like pouring out my brain, so now that I'm recording it, it won't, but you know, we'll see what it is. Just a little script update for you. As you can see, we're working on day 5 and 6. I would like to get days 5 and 6 done today. We will see. Another thing that's like kind of concerning me a bit is like, it's going really well. Look at that amount of words. That's fantastic. And it's at 51 pages. But you are meant to be a novella, and you are meant to be with another novella in the book. So if one is too big than the other, is that going to be too disjointed? We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Chapter 5 is done. I'm hoping to get chapter 6 done as well today, or at least make a good start. I'm feeling quite... I'm so anxious that I'm just going to get myself burnt out, but I really want to get as much done as physically possible. Just move out of the house. Okay, it is day 2 of October. I'm trying to work on intermission. I got 2 chapters done yesterday, and I started the 3rd, and I just got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. I'm trying really hard not to get burnt out, so that's what I'm doing. Today I'm working on chapter 7. For some reason, I just can't really like focus on it. I just keep wandering around. The cats need me, the door keeps going. My parcels have just turned up though, so which is really exciting because I've got some books in. So 3 of these have been recommended on the course, and I had a look and I could get these ones pretty easily. So I've got The Rise by Sarah Lewis to read, Daring Greatly by, I believe that you say Brené Brown. I hope I've said that right. And drop that. And Black Box Thinking by Matthew Syed. So those are all on my course. Been recommended as like the reading list, part of the reading list, so I'm going to have a flick through those. And I've also bought myself a copy of The Appeal by Janice Hallett, because I read the Twyford Code while I was in Swindon, which is another one of hers, but I didn't find it as helpful as a comp title as this one, and I figured I could get this. I actually got this one for free because on Walden Books I bought those 3 and I got this one for free, so I figured I would use this as a comp title. It's pretty bashed up. There's been a lot of stickers on this book that have not come off well, but for free I can't really argue, so this is really going to help me with what I'm writing at the minute. I've also actually just like applied to run a workshop on beta reading. I don't know who I think I am doing that, as I'm obviously not a professional, but I think it might help. It might help a lot of people. We'll see. Next 2 chapters are written. I'm up to 12,000 words. These 2 chapters have been very, very small. As you can see, I feel like there's a lot more that needs to be done, but I'm just not in the mood to try and flesh them out at the minute. I'm really struggling. This chapter is going to be a really big one. This is where there is a massive thing that happens, so that hopefully will be fun to write. but I'm just really struggling today. Really, really badly struggling. So I think I need to get some space from it, at least for a little while. I was feeling really despondent and just not sure about the thing today, and I really wanted to give up, but I pushed through. I got another chapter done. This is like the chapter, the pivotal one. This also means that I only have 6 chapters left to do after this, so hopefully I can either have 3 days of getting 2 chapters done or 2 days of getting 3 chapters done, but I think we'll wait and see. I am trying to get this done before I go to Sweden. Today's been hard. Today's been a slog. I've completely lost all faith in it, but you know, we will get there. I have a friend helping me write today. She's very interested. Aren't you, Phoebe? Phoebe? Oh, I see how it is. She's pretending she's not interested. I ended up writing 4 chapters today. Such an improvement after yesterday. I'm going to get it done tomorrow. I've decided it's going to get done. It's not exactly as I thought it was going to be. Some things have changed in the writing as opposed to the outline, but that's fine. It's going to be fine. I think I know what we're doing. I think hopefully we're going to get to about 18,000 words for this first draft, which will be incredible. Yeah, 2 more chapters. I'm so excited to get it done. First draft done. There's actually a lot that has surprised me about the writing of this. It's been so much easier to write in the epistolary nature, which really is surprising to me. I've not written anything like this before. I've wanted to, but I've never got around to it. And for some reason, I really like it. It seems to be working for me. I hope this carries on in the coming drafts. There's also, I've realised, one character who I was very attached to in the outlining stage, and one character who I wasn't that attached to have completely switched roles. I'm still very attached to both of them. I've become way more attached to Jono than I thought I would. And I'm going to end up having to kill him, I think, because I like him too much. Because I like him, I think the audience will like him, the readers will like him, and that's why he has to die. Because it makes so much more narrative sense, and it's a shame, but you know, you've got to do what's right for the book. A lot of interesting things happening with the draft. This is why I don't tend to outline massively, and I feel that because if the book wants to go a different way, it'll go a different way. It's so interesting what you learn in the writing. Locking in. We're going to finish today. We're going to finish. We did it. Draft 1 is done. I'm so proud of it. It's obviously not the best that it could be. There's definitely stuff missing that I know, but I just needed to get the first draft done. And then I'm going to do a really massive edit, draft 2. Hopefully look for some betas. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Just recorded an audio version of one of my pieces, and I think it went all right. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping it went all right. I'm hoping they like it. So it's the 7th of October, and I feel really not at ease at all with writing at the minute. I did the first draft the other day of Intermission, and I have sent it. I've sent it to one person so far. I'm trying to find some people to look it over. One person's agreed. Another person has expressed interest, but hasn't got back to me yet. I feel so anxious about it. It's not in a place where I would usually send it out yet. I would have at least 2 more drafts. But in the Evolution Lab today, they were talking about being uncomfortable, and putting yourself out there, and I think it'll probably help, but I'm just so uncomfortable, and it's uncomfortable to kind of sit in it, and it's also uncomfortable to sort of put out these calls for beta readers, because, you know, it's like, what if no one wants to read it? You know, what if no one wants to beta it? and then I'm kind of just stuck in this position where I don't have any feedback, and no one likes it, and no one wants to. I think I'm spiraling a little bit with it, honestly. I'm not very. I really thought there'd be like more structure to this, and there isn't, but it feels like it's pushing me. And that's not a bad thing, but I don't know if I'm ready to be pushed. I don't know. I think maybe I'm just in my own head about it. I have been getting other stuff done though. So obviously I put the call out for feedback, and I'm trying not to focus on it too much. And I'm doing some submissions now. I recorded a piece. I did an audio recording of a piece earlier. I've been doing loads of uni stuff. I'm doing a blog next month on idiosyncrasy. I butchered that, sorry Saf. And I've got all of my posts for that done. I just have to upload them. It's a lot to do. I think actually going to Sweden is going to help. I think Sweden will tell me if what I'm doing is a good thing. 6 submissions done. Really happy with that. Okay, I'm off to Sweden tomorrow. I'm feeling quite nervous about it. I'm having one of those weird days where I've got loads and loads of video calls. So I've kind of been struggling getting anything done. But I did get, I did put the submission in the other day, and they've said that they were interested in one piece, but they want it to be like rewritten before they accept it, if they accept it. So I have a call now, but it's just like, I think it's just going to be one of those where I don't have to like take notes or anything. It's just a Q&A with someone who's been on the course. So I'm going to work on it while I'm doing that, because I'm not going to get a chance to send it out again. Part of me is like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea doing this. Maybe they didn't mean for this submission cycle, but you gotta try, haven't you? I'm not actually particularly happy with that rewrite, but it's the best that I can do right now. I've got too much going on today, and I'm not going to get it done before the deadline because I'm in Sweden tomorrow. So unfortunately that's the best I can do right now. I'm in a park in Gothenburg at the minute. I just wanted to share a little bit of news. I've had an acceptance for my cold tea piece, Syrup Bryce. I'm very excited about that. I submitted it to this magazine thinking there's no way in hell I'll get in, and I did, for a special Halloween issue, which is really nice. I'm really excited about that. And yesterday I got to Gothenburg, and I'm trying to write a piece. I want to write a piece that I want to submit to Compass, because I met one of the editors at the European Writers Salon, and I was like, why not just give myself a shot? And I went to a very posh fish restaurant yesterday. I didn't realise how posh it was until I like walked in, and I was like, I fully forgot to change. I was wearing like a Lion King t-shirt. I was like, for fuck's sake. But it was an absolutely lovely experience. I had such a good time, and I was really inspired. I wrote like on my phone, I was like, I'm already breaking the decorum, so why not a little bit more? But I like wrote a load of notes on my phone. I think it could be like a nice little mini essay. I was thinking of doing a restaurant review, but now I think I'm just going to do like a snapshot of the place and what I experienced in that restaurant. And it was such a really lovely way to start the trip. They made me feel so welcome, and they were really helpful. I really liked it. I would go back there, but not regularly, I don't think, but I really enjoyed it. Gothenburg is, I don't know. I've been to Stockholm before. Stockholm wasn't my favourite place to visit, and I don't know if I got off on the wrong foot with Gothenburg, because I got to passport control and I was grilled like I have never been grilled before at passport control. Like everyone was, but it was so bizarre. Like I've never had like people, because I've always been under the impression that if you're in the passport control area you can't have your phone out, but they were like, oh yeah, show us your bookings on your phone and stuff, and I was like, okay. I thought you couldn't do that in this area, but whatever it is. Maybe they're just stricter in Sweden than literally anywhere else I've ever been, but it wasn't this bad when I went to Stockholm, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm doing a boat trip in like literally 2 hours, so I've got about an hour and a half to kill, so I think I'm just going to wander around the city for a little bit before I do my tour. I look a mess because I've been like half asleep. It's been a very overwhelming few days. I haven't got like hardly any writing done since I've been here because I've been so overwhelmed with everything, but I did start a piece in the really fancy Swedish fish restaurant I went to, that I'm really excited to finish, and I've done some social media stuff, and I told everyone about Hypochondria today and they were so nice about it, and which was lovely. I also got a really fantastic review about Hypochondria, which has just really lifted my spirits about it. It's really boosted my confidence, which is lovely. I can't wait to get back home and work again. I'm feeling really inspired. I know that this camera angle quality is not great because I only have this little light on, because I'm feeling very overstimulated and the light wasn't helping. I'm here for like 2 more days. I'd like to try and get a little bit of writing done tomorrow, but I'm also showing my script off to people, which is really exciting. I mean, I'm very excited about it because I love my script. My scroll, not scripts. I think I'm doing all right. I think. Okay, I'm back from Sweden and I'm back at it. I think what I'm going to do is, while I'm feeling really enthusiastic about the project, I'm going to start making a start on the second novella. My plan initially was to get Intermission completely done and then move on to the Good Ship Verdun, but I'm waiting on feedback. I've got the time, I've got the inclination, I've got some energy, so I want to make the most of it and just work. This next couple of weeks is going to be weird for me because everyone's home, and so it doesn't feel like I'm really going to get time to like really sit down and properly write. And also I've got a deadline coming up soon, so I'm working on the production diary. I'm literally just written up all my notes into my Word document, and I don't think it's reflective enough at all. And I also think there's a lot of words that I didn't expect there to be so many already, but it'll be fine once I write it up. I'm going to do at least 2 reflection labs. I'm not going to be able to do the one this week, but I am going to do at least 2, I think. So I'm feeling really nervous, but I'm also feeling ready to do it. And I'm also feeling ready to go and do the first draft of the second book. Timeline's gone completely out the window, but who cares? So I'm having like a weird conundrum because, like, after I've really enjoyed writing the first draft of Intermission, as much as it like really freaked me out, and I really enjoyed the framework of the epistolary novella that I wrote it in. But now I'm thinking of moving on and doing the Good Ship Verdun concurrently, and I don't know, it doesn't feel right to write it like as a traditional story like I normally would and like I was planning, but I don't know how I want to write it, and now I'm a little bit panicked about it. I don't know, and I've got like until September to write this, so I don't know why I'm panicking so much, but it doesn't feel right to write it how I was going to. It feels like it's going to end up being very disjointed if I have one written in a different format and one written like every other book I've written. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some research and try and find another framework to write it within. But I don't know, because that seems like I'm just making life harder for myself. But also the point of this year in this project is to push myself and to try new creative things. So maybe I should be doing this. I can always change it back if I don't like it. But I am really pleased at how Intermission's gone, and I really want the Good Ship Verdant to match up. I think I'm overthinking this. I think I just need to do some research. Okay, I've been doing some research and I've asked some people. I've had a couple of feedbacks where they've said they wouldn't expect it to be in a different structure if the first one was epistolary, but I think it works better. So I think I'm going to play around with it, which is fine. We have so much time. There's no need to panic. I'm thinking at the minute either a Rashomon sort of structure, so that's told from different perspectives, and then I'm thinking I could do it from 4 different perspectives. It would shorten a lot of it and sort of increase the tension, I think, and then it would be from the perspectives of Linda, Claire, Holly, and then I think I'll do a 4th one, and that would be an outsider character. So I'm thinking Issa, who works on the ship, or one of the Norwegians, or doing sort of splicing the chronology, so like a non-linear chronology, either that or doing a second person, so it's like the reader is experiencing all of it. I feel like I should do a poll, but I don't know how to do a poll. Part of me also thinks it would be cool to do a novella and flash, but that doesn't feel like the right thing for this project, so I'm gonna put that on the back bench. But those are my 3 options, I think, at the minute. I think I'm leaning towards the Rashomon right now, but I don't know how that's going to work. But that doesn't matter. I can play around with it. Just had my reflection lab. It was really good. I feel a lot more confident about what I'm doing now, and I think what I'm going to do, because I haven't had as much feedback as I was hoping, but I'm going to make a Substack post talking about the projects I'm doing, and to see if I can get, because I've got some writer friends on my Substack, so to see if I can get maybe some of them involved and see if I can get some feedback from them. I think that will really help with the next stage of my project. Okay, today's the day of getting things done because I really want to start working on the second book. So I have done some feedback for some people. I've just gone through my psychogeography folder and written comments for a load of people in there as well. I am going to finish the psychogeography piece today. I finished those edits from last night. I'm getting stuff done. I just really want to move on and start working on the second part of the book, but I can do that tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, but we're doing good. We're on track. Finish psychogeography today. That's the big thing I'm trying to do. So psychogeography piece done. I think they might come back with more edits, but that's cool. I've given feedback to quite a lot of people today, in multiple different places. I've edited some reels. I've got like 5 reels in my drafts, and I should just put them out, but I don't want to put them all out at one time. So I need to do a proper marketing day, but I think I might just push that to tomorrow. I might actually have a film day tomorrow, because I was like, oh, I'm going to watch a film now, because it's like 4 o'clock. And I'm going to have to cook dinner and clean the kitchen at some point. So I don't think I'll get through it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan to have a film day tomorrow. Like a research film day. There's 2 films that I want to watch for my novella project that I think are going to help. And yeah, I'm feeling really good about it. I'm feeling like quite good. I'm glad to have the psychogeography piece off my chest, because I was quite worried. And yeah, really pleased. Feel like I could read something actually. I'll give myself an hour reading. I'll do one of my arcs. Yeah. So, I have been working on my reflection diary for my submission over the last couple of days, and I was feeling really good about it. I was like, actually, I think I'm getting it. But a lot of people had a reflection lab today. Mine is on Thursday, and they have said that they've come out less clear. So now I'm quite anxious about it, and there is physically nothing I can do until Thursday. But I think it's just going to keep going in my head, which is really frustrating. Also, I've got some good news. I'm doing two podcasts next month, which is really exciting. And I've had a publication today in Ghostlight Lit, which is really exciting. Oh my god, there's so many things coming in at the minute. So new publication today, really exciting. I had a publication, I don't actually know when it came out because they didn't tell me. So it's just been on their website, but they just never got back to me after a while, which was weird. So I'm counting that's 2 publications this month. What else? The 2 podcasts, which is really exciting. And I'm doing an open mic tonight, which I'm absolutely terrified of, but I think it'll be good for me to do. I'm going to try and record me doing a bit of a reading. We'll see, because I keep meaning to do these things and I keep forgetting.
Specialises primarily in horror or fiction with horrific elements, but also writes speculative fiction and non-fiction. She has published 3 books: travel memoir The Great European Escape, gothic horror novel Amicis Liberis 2024, and literary body horror novel Hypochondria 2025. Sarah can be found on Blue Sky, Instagram and Twitter under the username Aldbera, or at sarahrenew.wordpress.com. Her favourite European writer is Andrew Lyle, who is a horror author based out of the south of England. Andrew's work easily captivates you, draws you in with traditional horror imagery, but with an emotional human element at the heart of his stories.
Thank you. It's a bit, I don't know. I feel weird going after Christian. That was incredible. I'm reading a piece called Do Dreams Count as Liminal Space, which was published in 2024 by Genre Punk magazine, and it was nominated for Best of the Net. Do dreams count as liminal space? I think about the world I found myself in before. Budapest, but not Budapest I have even found myself in before. The sky is sepia, and we are not the girls we are now, but girls of a bygone, forgotten, unreal age. We hop onto the day-long sightseeing cruise, but it turns out to be a 16-day international cruise, and weirdly, it is scallop-themed. We refuse to pay and ask to be let off, but they say that once we set foot on the boat, we can't leave, and we sail down the Danube. We are presented with a new scallop dish each night, different flavourings and sides and presentations, and we watch nonsense old movies that I don't think actually exist. One night you steal my garlic bread and I cry. Do dreams count as liminal space? I think about the time my brain tried to rewire itself. I find myself with my colleagues and we are at an aquarium like none I've seen before. The language sounds different to me and I struggle until I realise it's Dutch. I'm learning Dutch and it all suddenly makes sense for some reason. The boys, giggling to themselves, transfer a jellyfish from one aquarium to a small bowl and it bursts, jellyfish flooding towards us. One gets stuck on my leg, but I don't know the word for jellyfish yet, and I just scream, "Diviz, diviz." Everyone is hesitant, except one of my colleagues, sighing as only a mum can, as she helps me detach a jellyfish from my leg. Do dreams count as liminal space? I think about the time I sat in space. I woke in the waiting room. It looked like the reception at the doctor's, except it was less sterile and had a calming aura. The light was yellow and the sun shone in, and I was waiting for someone. I couldn't remember why I was there, but then the door opened and you were there and it all came flooding back, and I wish you were alive, I wish you were alive, I wish you were alive. Do dreams count as liminal space?
Oh, Sarah, you're brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Brilliant. And to think you were questioning whether to follow Christian, it's perfect.
Thank you. Just did my open mic. It went really, really well. I was so nervous, and I went after this like incredible Estonian poet. and I could hear myself shaking, but it went really well and everyone was so nice. I got some really lovely comments, and I'm really excited for my open mic next month now. God, I'm so excited. Okay, they've done a revised assessment criteria for the production diary and the prototype, and I'm feeling weirdly confident on the prototype, but I do think I need to rewrite the production diary. But that's great because I've still got over a week, so I feel much more confident about it having seen that. So I have an assignment due in next week. I've done the prototype, I'm really pleased with it. I'm quite nervous about the production diary, but I think it just needs a rewrite and then it should be fine to submit. Yeah, I feel like I've really sort of improved my creative practice over the month. I feel like a lot of things have become very clear to me, and there are things that I'm going ahead I think are developing me not only as a writer but also helping me develop my brand, such as the podcasts, the open mics. The open mics are scary, but I think I realistically need to be doing more of them and doing more readings to sort of also help me with my confidence and see that people do like my work, because I think being very online as a writer makes sense, especially being a disabled writer, but also it's nice to get feedback in the moment as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this here. So thank you for watching. I know it's been a long one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be shorter next time, but thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.